Hello and welcome to another episode of Anticipated Advice where we talk about whatever the hell we want to.
Hell yeah.
I am your host Nina and this is my co-host
Mr. Invisible. What is up, y'all?
What's going on, Mr. Invisible? How are things going your way?
They're going well. It is a rainy day today.
It is a rainy day.
Somebody had a goat outside,
It was
so we
not a
had to
goat.
shut down the windows and everything so we could actually record. I mean, this whole thing is it's like, dude,
Trying to record here. Why do you have a goat in your backyard? But other than that, I'm doing well. What's up with you?
I am doing A-okay as usual. How are you guys doing? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're doing that, please don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, and even tell your mama about us. Also, if you're anticipating advice from us, don't forget to send your questions to anticipatedadvice@gmail.com. Mr. Invisible, what you got going on today?
Well, speaking of questions that are sent to our email, we have a write-in from an anonymous Southern girl.
Hey, anonymous son of the girl.
What's up, yo? Bear with me, y'all, because I can't read for real. And don't you judge me. And it's dark in this room because it's stormy outside.
It is dark.
Let's start with this. 5 years ago, I married the man that I love with all my heart.
Aww.
When we first met, I knew deep down in my soul that he was the one for me. I never felt this way about any other guy that I've dated. We worked together, so there were many challenges that came along with that. In 2017, he decided to divorce me after an argument we had at work.
An argument?
We separated for a couple of weeks. I moved in with my parents temporarily, and within that time, he moved another woman into our home without me knowing, and even took her on a vacation that we were supposed to take together so that we could have alone time to work on our marital issues. But instead, he took someone else. He stayed with the mistress for 2 years, and now he's with another woman whom he's engaged to. I never got closure from him, and it's been 4 years, and I've only seen him once out of this length of time. He has avoided me and ignored me for 4 years now. All honesty, I was good to this man. I worked hard, cleaned, washed clothes, cooked when I had to, and even gave him good loving. Yet he walked away from me and still ignored me after 4 years. I don't understand. He stays in contact with and talks to all of his other exes, but still treats me like crap. I was his wife. I was good to him and don't deserve this. I've tried my best to move forward, but can't move on. I'm so hurt and my heart is still broken. Why would he treat me this way and ignore me like this?
Why you treat
I
me
was
so
so
bad?
good to him. What should I do and how can I get over this? I was older than him, about 11 years older, so I'm not sure if that plays a huge part in it or not.
Oh, it does.
All I know is I love this man with all my heart and my love remains the same, and I can't
years
seem
later?
to get over how he treated me and left me as if I never existed. I need help with this, please and thank you. What do you got to say?
Southern girl. Southern girl. Southern girl. I really feel for you having a broken heart, and I understand. Although I've never been brokenhearted, but I
She
understand
cold-hearted.
how people can become brokenhearted. See, girl, you got your closure when he left your ass.
It's the truth.
I'm just playing.
It's the truth, though.
I'm just trying to be funny. But seriously, when he left you, that was your closure. When somebody doesn't want you, never let a man tell you more than once that they don't want you.
Or a woman.
That too. But it's like, why do you want him to want you so bad? He doesn't love you. That's not love at all.
Right.
And the simple fact that he still talks to all his exes, why do you want a man that talks to a bunch of different women?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta let go. And it's been 4 years, girl. Not my granny, but somebody else's granny always said the best way to get over a man is to get under a new one. Now, I ain't never take that advice.
Right.
But that may work for you, but you have to do something. It's time to move on, girl. Just, y'all already divorced. It's been 4 years. He probably look at you like you crazy. If you reaching out to him and trying to get in contact with him, he probably think you the crazy girl that won't leave him alone. Probably
Right.
talking about you to his family, his
Right.
friends, everything. You just need to let him go.
And to that point, it's one of those things where yeah, you may love somebody, but doesn't mean you have to be with them. Number
Right.
one. And like she said, if he decided that you guys, even if an argument, something so small causes divorce. Now, in your mind, it may be that it was just an argument, but he could have had so many other things going on. And it depends. Like the 11 years older, it depends on, at this point, how old were you when you guys were together? Because some people, they think, they get with the older person or cougar or whatever is fun, and then they realize that they don't actually have things in common
Right.
that they do.
Especially when it's younger ages.
Right. Because, I'm 32, and I couldn't relate to somebody that's 25. I barely can relate to other 32-year-olds because I'm out here listening to the OJs and Al Green
Somebody grandpa.
and Teddy P all day, every day. You can't tell me, that I'm not listening to some new school stuff. So it may be you just didn't have anything in common, but you let that young man put that thing on you.
And now you missing that.
But it's like, there's no reason for that. You've been through probably more breakups in the past, and he's not the one for you. So don't spend
Right.
your time trying to stay,
with somebody that don't want you. Exactly. And just because you've cooked, clean, and all that other stuff, you gave good things to a man that does not deserve it
at all.
So don't look at that as, oh, you did all this, and that. It doesn't matter because he didn't deserve none of that anyway. So you just have to look within yourself, and you need to figure out the definition of love, because the definition that you thinking is love right now is not love at all. So
Right.
go back and figure out, what is love? How should I be treated when someone loves me? Because you won't be treated the way you were with this guy.
Right. And to that point, and it's one of those things where I know a lot of people have pride, and I've never done it, but I was just talking to Nina about this therapy. Me, more or less, it's like, look, I'm gonna come to you. I don't want to hear what you got to say. You just a stranger. I want to tell you all my business just to get it off my chest.
Right.
And if you want to get the insight from that person, yeah, go ahead. Like, go talk to somebody about your struggles, your problems, and things like that. Because you don't even want your family and friends to know about that. Because all they're gonna do is judge you, and then go tell somebody else your business.
Right.
One of their friends or something, or talk about you today, they significant other.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, girl, forget about that man. I know it's hard. Get yourself together. Start exercising. Not saying that you need to, but it'll help. And get cute for yourself.
Right.
And just, start having confidence in yourself so that, when the right person comes along, you can recognize that. And get on a dating website. Do it safely, but get on a dating website and start meeting new people. Not to per se be with somebody, but just get out and do things and enjoy yourself
and that's the
and
question.
live life. You're missing out on life while this guy he done forgot about you long ago.
Right.
And you at home still crying over him. He don't love me no more, girl. It's so many men out here, and
Right.
once you meet somebody that treats you better than this guy, you will be like, why did I waste my life on this man?
Right. Because the thing is, that's the question. What are you doing? Are you a homebody? Are you at home every single night? Like, do you still got one of his old hoodies that got his cologne on it? Or you went out and bought some cologne and keep spritzing it on the shirt? Like, it's one of those things. It's like, you need to, if you're a homebody, get out there. If you just go to the grocery store every day, say hi to a stranger or something.
Do something.
But you can't sit in this space. It's not healthy. We're not, professionals or anything, but we've been through life. We have
Right.
experiences. And I know for a fact that I ain't crying over nobody. It might hurt in that initial moment because you're like, man, I got to go find somebody new.
Time to move on. Life is too short.
Too short.
Just like it's time to move on from this question. We love you, Southern Girl.
So Southern Girl, you take care, you stay up, and you make sure you get the help and assistance you need. And if anybody in the comments got some advice for, go ahead and drop that below and show some love.
And leave that dirt ball in the dust. Okay.
Right.
Moving on.
All right, moving on. Can you be the head of the household while splitting the bills 50-50? Brothers, you 50-50 in it?
I don't want a roommate.
I don't want a buddy. My house, I'm the man. I pay it.
Although sometimes
You lay it.
lay what?
I don't even know what it
are they laying? But sometimes things may not start out the way you want them to, especially certain circumstances.
If we both broke, we might have to split these.
Right, until things change, especially with the way the things are going these days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I believe, it's better to get married than to be shacking up. And then, like, we could figure this out. And then eventually you will make more money and we ain't got to do the roommate
But
thing. And
am I in control even though you bringing 50-50?
well, see, I know
Do what I say.
I know in a woman's mind it's hard to have respect for the man when they aren't paying majority.
What you say, Anime?
When they aren't paying
You don't respect
majority of the bills.
What, Anime? Is it your birthday? You need some cake?
But this is a different time. A lot of men are looking for a roommate.
You know what? They are. And a lot of them ain't wanting to step up, but I don't know where that came from. It's like brothers.
It came from independent women shutting them down.
But these brothers out here like, shoot, I need a girl to come and pay bills. Like, man, look. My lady is not.
50,
if you want to help out, a couple little bills, but the major bills, the majority of bills, I'm talking like literally 85% of the bills, I'm paying for because that's my job. You know, as the man. I ain't about to have you over here stressing and struggling, and then you looking at me like, well, what you gonna do, man?
Then you also got to remember, a lot of men are raised by single women, so they're used to women providing, and they don't feel that urgency to go out and provide for the family because they ain't never really seen it.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, don't beat me up for this, guys, but I call it single mama syndrome. You know, unfortunately, unknowingly, a lot of mamas put their traits and characteristics on their sons, and then a lot of y'all women's have to
naturally anyway.
Yeah. So that's why you got a lot of brothers out here who they quick to, tempered and all that stuff like that. And they're like, well, wait a minute, I got something to say. Nobody care what you got to say. You're a grown man. You better suck that up and go about your business.
Right.
Pay these bills, sucker.
But also, I mean, I don't think that should have anything to do with a man being the head of his house and the head of his family, because a woman should respect that, regardless of how much money they make.
But I'm just saying, how can you respect it though? You like, baby, you got your half. Baby, you got your half. I know. I'm sorry to bother you while you're doing your thing, but do you have your half? I have my half.
It's a toughie.
I'm a little short. Can you help me? See, I don't want to go through them problems, man. Even if my woman can make twice as much as I do, I bet I ain't. Nope, I'm taking care of it. Nope.
See, a lot of men don't put pride in that these days, but like I said, if that's who the woman chooses to be with, then that's just what she got to deal with.
So that's on you. Now it's your fault.
So you got to have your leader.
Your leader
doing splitsies
we got
with
your leader.
you. But as long as he has a plan, I guess, to increase things, Lord knows, I don't know. Let's move on.
Just step it up, try to find more income, and then you figure it out. You won't have those problems. All right. So, came out not too long ago, I think like within the last week. There's a video, and I heard Shaq talking about it, how he was in the jewelry store, and a young man was trying to purchase a engagement ring. And Shaq doing a nice thing because he's a super duper multimillionaire. He paid for the young man's ring for him. And
what
at first,
jewelry store was this?
I think it was like Zales. I think because he said something along the lines of, I think Zales. He said he had like a jewelry line and everything in there, so he's in there.
Oh, he has a jewelry line.
Yeah, moneymaker. So anyway, the young man at first was like, no, he was hesitant, like, no. He's like, man, look, let me help you out, do a good deed for you. Boom, I got it. So the question is it okay for another man to buy your engagement ring? No.
Do I get to go screw that other man?
What? What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with anything?
He's paying for the ring. So my thing is, why is he paying for the ring?
Look, well, first of all,
my thing is, I don't care about the size of the ring. I don't even have my ring on right now.
Well, it ain't about the size of the ring. Put your hand down, like, please don't watch this. You can just edit your hand out. But the thing is, the young man was trying to figure out like a plan with the cashier, like a layaway plan or something like that. He said, "Hey man, no problem with the layaway plan. You see, you doing hard, you working hard. Boom."
We were just talking about providing, but then another man can come along and pay for your wedding ring.
He'd never see him again.
But that's not how you want the man to provide, but then over here you paying for my ring. Another man's providing your ring for your wife.
Provisions as far as sustainability in a household is different from me trying to buy you a gift, essentially. Like,
That's not from the heart.
That's like
That's
me.
from Shaq Hart, and I don't
yo,
want it.
that's like me coming to Zales with a 50% coupon or something. And you like, nope, you didn't buy it wholesale retail price. So guess what?
That's different. First of all, because when we get into it, I'm like, that's why Shaq had to pay for your ring with your ass. Wait, why did I blank out broke and said ass?
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Yeah, but see, no, don't. Please don't.
Man, look.
Get me what you can afford, and then when you can afford more, then buy more. Buy a bigger
Shoot,
one.
I'd have been like, Shaq, I need a chain to go whip this ring.
No.
We getting a couple's chain ring set. You know, I'm like, thank you, brother. But see, here's the thing. I would have never said nothing. The problem was it got on video.
Right.
You know, and they put him on blast. So
That's
the
the
young
thing,
man
too.
probably, because he probably went home that day and was like, will you marry me? And then like 3 days later, she was like, Shaq bought your ring? He like, no, we talked about it after the fact. I'm gonna pay him back. Yeah, we like best
Right, and
friends
then
now.
how you know I want my woman to know that you pay for my ring too? Like, why
right.
did that have to be on there?
Well, whoever was recording it got out.
Yeah,
So
see people be nosy and all, and everybody being like, "Oh my, he about to pay for your ring," and pull out your phone and
right,
record.
on
Like,
the
I didn't
internet,
ask you to
and
do
now
that.
he on TV having to explain himself because I think he said that he didn't want nobody to know about that. You know, he said he tried to go, I guess, do a good deed or something every time he leave his house, and he don't want people to know that he's doing these things. But you know, everybody got to be nosy. Everybody
Right.
want to be a paparazzi because you got a freaking phone with a camera on it, and now you done put the young man on blast. She probably done left him looking for Shaq, like she said.
Yeah, I would definitely be looking for that championship ring and not that punk ass ring that you done brought home that another man bought.
You know what? I'm out the door on that one. So with that, we gotta go.
We got to go. So as always, guys, our disclaimer, remember, these are just jokes with our opinions. You're grown. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. I am your host, Nina, and this is my co-host,
Mr. Invisible.
Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye.